All right. I don't know who's really watching this, but I know like I rarely get any um views on my rants anyway. It doesn't really matter to me. I kind of do this as a hobby. The right porn compilation videos I make is kind of my main thing, but I've been working and have been so busy with life that I don't have the time to really deal with that anymore. It sucks to say, but I have good music selected. I just need like footage, and I just don't really feel like getting it because, let's be real, my most of my footage is pretty low quality just because of my like screen catcher software. It's just shitty, and probably need to upgrade that. But again, like I don't really do this full time. Like this is kind of just a hobby thing. So if anyone who is watching this knows where I could find just good 4K footage of like protest or like, clashes between protesters and police, like please send it that way. Like I'll definitely like slice it up and make the video I usually do with my really rhythmic editing that I think I'm good at. But that's really it because it's clear that like no one really watches like my like more ranty videos and shit, and I'm just kind of like tired of putting all that effort in for like very little results. So I'm just kind of putting this out there as a channel update, and maybe just to kind of give my thoughts on what's kind of going on in the world right now, because I know there's been a lot of crazy shit. So I guess I have like 65 subscribers or some shit. I guess somebody gives a fuck if I upload this just rant and update on the channel, because I feel like a lot of my viewer traffic is from the riot porn videos, so I feel like I should like maybe just say something to that, and I did, and I just yeah, it's just a crazy world out there right now, guys. I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope they're well. um, I'm doing well right now. I'm still working because I'm essential. So that also cuts into video time, but they said they were going to be cutting hours soon or some shit. So hopefully I'll have more time to like maybe just do a quick rant video, because it's so much effort just to find all that footage and slice something together with like a nice jazz tune or some shit. That's kind of my vibe. So I think I might just do something a bit more like this, a bit more informal, a bit less scripted. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give y'all an update and just kind of say I'm kind of in the one of the hot spots for the the virus, the very mysterious virus that's going throughout the globe. And I'm in Louisiana, a very bad spot to be right now. And yeah, things are not good here, guys. So I just hope everyone's kind of being safe, and I hate to say it, social distancing, and that affects, real life commie and, organizing and leftist shit. So I understand, as somebody who is in these circles and does some organizing shit, it's affected everything. It really has just put a wrench into every aspect of socio-political life and economic life, specifically socio-economic life under capitalism right now. So I think this era of neoliberalism has kind of come to an end. I kind of mentioned or made a video maybe a year or so ago about the upcoming recession coming in 2019 and 2020, and I hope I wasn't right, but I think I was wrong in the sense it's not really going to be recession and more a depression. They're even kind of like putting a name to this called the Great Suppression, which is really fucking weird that this crisis has inadvertently triggered basically a contemporary economic collapse. Now the markets are rallying as they usually do. Line goes up, right? Money, money machine, you print all that fucking money, right? There's just inflation, quantitative easing, selling of assets that isn't really there. It's just liquidity. All that boring macroeconomic shit. So this is kind of just the I told you so. So I'm gonna link to that video, being like, like I was kind of right. I put in the era of 2020, and now we're experiencing great socioeconomic turmoil in 2020. So I'm not going to delete that video out of shame. again was wrong, because no one can predict the future 100%. That's literally impossible. No one's a prophet. You can't have somebody say, oh, my one prediction was 100%. Is no. Like, I was kind of on the ball timeline, but I didn't expect the global pandemic, the virus. Apparently, you can't say that on YouTube and Facebook. They censor that shit. But it's a very uncertain time right now, and I feel for every comrade out there that's struggling. I know a fair share of people. I'm pretty sure you do. So I'll leave that. Just for the personal shit, but I'm alright. I'm healthy for now, but I'm in a bad spot, so I'm just kind of like, that's the reason why I'm not really been making any videos, and, probably will just be a bit more informal. But another thing I want to talk about, since, I think views are all about relevancy and shit, I guess Bernie Sanders dropping out. I'm not really into the whole social democratic electoralism shit, but that's kind of a big deal. It's going to be basically Biden versus Trump. That's like the worst choice, like, of all time. Like, it's two bad options. It's, again, like, I feel like this shows the failure of the contemporary and new left. It's just like, electoralism is just not the way forward. We need to organize, we need to agitate, and we need to educate. And actually push forward towards stuff that benefits the working class, because clearly voting for one politician or another is just not going to work, because the system's just going to, shut it down, and Trump can just, swing some fucking money our way, just like, the system's collapsing. All right, here's some free Gibbs, guys. Here's some money. Here's all that money, bro. Like, just like, okay. This is how they stave off the collapse of the system, by giving us very easy concessions. This doesn't mean that Trump's a leftist or some type of fucking universal basic income, person. He sees the writing on the fucking wall, because he wants the line to go up. They'll put trillions of dollars into the stock market and bail out corporations, and most Americans, the average American will probably get, 1,200 plus like 600. With like kids and shit, or it's something like that. But it's, if you have a family, good. Like, I understand you deserve more money, because it's, you gotta feed kids. But for people who still gotta pay rent, or who have asshole landlords, that's just a landlord bailout. So it's basically the whole system's fucked, guys. I don't know what else to say. Like, they don't even want social democracy, and they'll only give us basic human rights when the entire system is threatened. So it's just, the election is fucked. And so I think that the more center-left people should probably look for more radical routes and organize people outside of the Democratic Party structure, because it's clear that they don't give a fuck about us. They care about their corporate donors and colluding with one another, and possibly losing to Trump again in 2020. If there's even an election and Trump can just declare a state of emergency and we have martial law, and, that's, I just don't put much faith towards electoralism, because I think it's a dead end. So what does the future hold? I don't really know, guys. Again, organize with your local communities, deliver groceries, feed the people, serve the people, maintain social distancing, wash your hands and all that fucking shit. It's a weird thing. It's completely a weird thing that I don't think anyone has expected. This is kind of a really jarring thing that's happened in our lifetimes. It hasn't really happened in my parents' lifetimes, and even our grandparents' lifetimes. I mean, the Spanish flu 100 years ago? So, I mean, this is some new shit, some uncharted territory, but we all gotta be strong out there, and we need to fucking organize, guys. Stay frosty.